well as syntax of structure. Then
This call is now being recorded.
Declare the variables of a structure. Okay, that part we had seen in yesterday's lecture. Today also I am going to revise that one, and I will take examples on a structure. The definition of structure is it is a collection of different data elements. It is user defined data type. Structure is nothing but it is user defined data type. Suppose here, and for the declaration of a structure, we have to use one keyword. Its name is struct. Okay, it is a keyword used to define a structure. And what is about EMP? EMP is nothing but user defined name given to the structure, and that I had discussed in yesterday's lecture also. While giving name to the structure, you have to follow naming convention. First character of structure name must be capital, and the name of structure must be meaningful. Then in that we can declare different types of elements also. I have declared two. Then suppose character array en with size 25, and then suppose here float cell. Then say student EMP is the structure. EMP is the structure, and in the three variables I have declared. That means the definition of structure is it is a collection of different data elements. Okay. Then E number, and sal. These are the members of structure EMP. What is its meaning? The variables which are declared in a structure, they are called members of that structure. Means E number, En, and sal. Actually, these are the variables, but we have declared them in a structure EMP, so they are called members of structure EMP. उनको हमने स्ट्रक्चर में डिक्लेयर किया है, तो वो स्ट्रक्चर के क्या हो गए? मेंबर्स. Okay. Then suppose if you want to declare variable of a structure, then you can declare like this: struct emp and then E. Then what is E? E is the variable of structure EMP. As we know, structure is a user-defined data type, so we can declare the variables of a structure like this: struct name of structure and then name of variable. What is its meaning? E is a variable of structure EMP. Okay. Then for accessing the members of a structure, we have to use variable of that structure. Means E is a variable and these are the members. So if you want to access member of structure EMP in a program, then how we can access it? E dot E number like this. From that we have to remember, for accessing the members of a structure, we have to use variable of a structure. Okay. And what is a member? The variables which are declared in a structure, they are called members of that structure. That means E number, En, and sal. These are the members of structure EMP, and E is a variable of structure EMP. Okay. Then suppose if you want to access the members, then you can access like this: E dot E number. What is the E? Variable of a structure. And what is the E number? Member of a structure. Okay. Is it clear to all? Hello? Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then now I am going to take example on this. So write one example. Write a C program. Write a C program to accept the details of employee. To accept the details of employee, write in bracket E number, E name, salary, E number, E name, salary, and display it. For that, what we have to use? Structure. So write in bracket, use structure. Screen is visible to you all. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Write with me. General format #include stdio.h. and then hash include new.h. Then after header file inclusion, we have to write the definition to the structure and then struct, suppose emp. Then we can declare members in a structure, number, the rename, suppose 25, then float, sal. Okay. We can declare variables of the structure here also. Okay. यहाँ भी आप डिक्लेयर कर सकते हो, मेन में भी आप कर सकते हो. Okay. And then void main. And then here we can declare the variables of a structure emp like this. I am declaring only one. And then clear screen. Then we can display the message for accepting the details of employee. Printf dash n, enter e number, comma e name, and salary. Okay. Then you scanf %d, that is for integer, %s, that is for string, and %f, that is for float. Okay. And then now we can access it. %e. What is the e? E is a variable of structure emp. Then what we are accessing by using a variable of a structure? We are accessing members of a structure. So e dot e number, %e dot e name, %e dot salary. Okay. Don't use the members of a structure directly in a program. Okay, that we have to remember. For accessing the members of a structure in a program, we have to use variable of a structure like this: e dot e number, e dot e name, and e dot sal. Then after completion of an input section of an application, we have to display that data. So here I am displaying the data printf %d, %s, %f, and we can display like this: e dot e number, comma e dot e name, comma e dot salary. And at the end we have to use get ch, then end of main. Then you can save this application by any name. Is it clear to all? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am compiling this application. Yes, it is error free, so we can execute it. Then we can enter e number, e name, salary. Sequence is important because in scanf we have used different types of format specifiers. So that sequence we have to maintain here. First you have to enter e number, then we can enter e name, and then we can enter salary. Yes, we have not given any space between them. So because of that, output is displayed like this. I'm giving space now, /t. Then here also we have to use /t. Then save this application. Then again compile it, execute it. One DPU, and this is salary. Yes, this is out. Okay. Any problem in input and output?
No, sir.
Okay. Then you can write this. Okay, then One more we have to write. Right? Is it done? Have you written this?
No, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Okay, then take example, write a C program to accept the details of student, in that roll number, name, class, percentage, roll number, name, class, percentage, and split. Roll number, name, class, percentage, and split.
सर आवाज येत नाही.
अरे म्यूट होत होता त्यामुळे आवाज येत नव्हता. हॅलो, झालं का लिहून?
हो
Hello.
सर.
Okay. Okay. Now same application we have to write by using function. Okay. Suppose here I'm writing prototype of a function. This is called declaration. Suppose void this. I'm passing to it struct emp. This, then e. Here I'm writing definition void this struct emp. Suppose e. then printf. Let me type first, then I will explain. %d, %s, %f, e dot e number, comma e dot e name, comma e dot sal. Then I'm saving this application, then compilation. Yes, it is error free. I'm executing this one. ABC, ABD, then salary. This is output. I have to use /t for adding space between the values. Okay. Let's write this one. So this same example I have written with function. Two header files I have included in this, then definition of a structure, and this is called function declaration. As we know in C language, function is available in three forms. First one is declaration, second one is calling, and third one is definition. Okay, this is called function declaration, this is called function calling, and this is called function definition. Okay, then see in declaration what I have passed to the this function, that is variable of structure EMP. If you want to pass integer value to the this function, then what we are passing here instead of TMP, like int, like this. Here what I want to pass to the structure is, I want to pass variable of structure EMP. So I have written like this, struct EMP. This is called declaration of a function. Then see here in a main program, I have declared one structure variable. Then here I am accepting the details of employee. Okay, e dot e number, e dot e name, e dot sal, like this. That means the details of employee is in structure variable e. ये जो एम्प्लॉय की डिटेल है, क्या क्या है वो डिटेल में, ई नंबर है, उसमें ई नेम है, इसमें सैलरी है, लेकिन वो पूरा डेटा कौन से वेरिएबल में है, दैट इज इन वेरिएबल ई. Say student, because for accessing e number, e name and salary, which variable we are using variable e. That means हमारा e number कहाँ स्टोर होगा, e में. हमारा e name कहाँ स्टोर होगा, e में. हमारी सैलरी कहाँ स्टोर होगी, e में. Okay, means everything, whether it is employee number, whether it is employee name, whether it is a salary, all that we will get in the structure variable e. So what I am doing here, I am passing that e variable to the this function. Then what is in that e? That e variable contains details of employee. In e variable, there is employee number, there is employee name, and there is salary. So that e variable I am passing to the this function. So for storing that value, we need a variable of type structure EMP. So one more variable I have declared of type structure EMP. That means the data which is in variable E, that data we are copying in variable E. We can give different, we can declare different variable here also in EE, no problem. The data which is in E, we are copying into the EE. And only for displaying that, what we have to use here, we have to use like this, EE dot E number, EE dot E name, and EE dot salary. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
देखो इसमें क्या रहता है, इसमें ये रहता है कि फंक्शन जो है वो तीन फॉर्म में अवेलेबल रहता है, डिक्लेरेशन, फंक्शन डेफिनेशन एंड फंक्शन कॉलिंग. फंक्शन को हमें जो पास करना है वो हमें इसके प्रोटोटाइप में डिक्लेरेशन में दिखाना पड़ता है. इसका मीनिंग कि हम फंक्शन को क्या पास कर रहे हैं, एक स्ट्रक्चर वेरिएबल पास कर रहे हैं, तो कॉल करते समय आपको स्ट्रक्चर वेरिएबल ही पास करना पड़ेगा. देन डेफिनेशन लिखते समय भी आपको स्ट्रक्चर वेरिएबल ही लेना पड़ेगा. तो इसमें जो डेटा है यहाँ लिखा ना हमने, ई डॉट ई नंबर, ई डॉट ई नेम, ई डॉट सैलरी. दैट मीन्स e number, e name, salary, these are the members of structure EMP, and E is a variable of that structure. Okay, so everything is in E. So what we are doing, we are passing that E which contains entire data, उसमें पूरा डेटा है, वही डेटा हम डिस्को पास करें तो E का डेटा EE में कॉपी हो जाएगा, बिकॉज यहाँ और एक वेरिएबल हमने डिक्लेयर किया है और उसमें से वैल्यूज को क्या किया, डिस्प्ले. उसको बोला जाता है कॉपी द डेटा फ्रॉम वन वेरिएबल टू अनदर वेरिएबल. ऐसे डायरेक्टली स्ट्रक्चर में कॉपी हो जाता है. Okay, and now if you execute this application, then we will get output, the number, DPU, and suppose this is salary, so this is output. Get clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you can write. सभी को समझ में आया है?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it done?
No, sir.
Okay. No problem. You can write.
हेलो सर,
Yes. Is it done?
हमने फंक्शन डेफिनेशन में जो ई वेरिएबल लिया है ना,
Yes. हाँ.
वहाँ पे कुछ भी ले सकते हैं ना हम?
कुछ भी ले सकते हैं. नहीं नहीं, यहाँ ना, यहाँ
फंक्शन डेफिनेशन.
इधर. हाँ, आप कौन सा भी ले सकते हो, बिकॉज इसका डेटा हम इस पे कॉपी कर रहे हैं. यू कैन टेक एनी वेरिएबल. नो प्रॉब्लम.
E is another type of variable and that E is another variable.
Another variable. What we are doing here, we are copying the data from this E to this EE. So its name can be different. Okay. If you want to take triple E, if you want to take E, if you want to take any variable you can take, but that variable we have to use here. Okay. Is it clear?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So now, if you want to accept details of multiple employees, then change the data type of sal, because for float it gives an error. One more function we have to write here. So I'm changing the data type of sal, and in today we are getting the salary in packages. Okay, like this. So take one more example. write a write a C program. Write a C program to accept the details of n employees. To accept the details of n employees and display it using function. Write a C program to accept the details of n employees and display it. In this application, what we have done, we have accepted the details of only one employee and we have displayed. But now we have to write one more application that is for accept the details of n employees and display it. We have to write application for n employees now. ये जो लिखा है हमने वो एक ही एम्प्लॉय के लिए था. Now we have to write for n employees. Okay, so start writing. Actually, people are knowing structure very well because we have learned that in FY. Accept the details of n employees and display it. Okay, we have to write program for n employees. It's a very simple. Then, if you want to accept the details for an employee, then what we have to do? We have to declare array. Sorry, instead of n, accept the details for 5 employees. 5 के लिए ले लो. n की जगह 5 के लिए ले लो. Because n के लिए आपको डायनामिक मेमोरी एलोकेशन यूज करना पड़ेगा. वो तो मैं आपको पढ़ाने वाला हूँ अभी. तो पहले क्या करो, 5 के लिए ले लो, 5 एम्प्लॉय के लिए. Accept the details of 5 employees. Then what is change? You have to declare array with size 5. I equal to 0. I less than 5. Plus plus. You have to write here e of I dot e number, e of I dot e name, and e of I dot sal. Okay, that is for accepting the details of 5 employees. Okay, if you want to accept the details of more than one employee, then what we have to do? We have to declare array of structure. This is called array of structure. Here I am accepting the details of 5 employees, so I have declared structure array E with size 5. If you want to accept the details of 10 employees, then what we have to declare here? Struct emp E of 10, like this. Okay, Then what I'm passing here? I'm passing array of structure. So what change we have to make here? Here structure means what? In declaration also we have to change struct emp square bracket. And what square bracket indicates? Square bracket indicates array. Okay, square bracket indicates array. And then what is e? E is the name of an array. So here I have written here this e. Then here also we have to make the changes. E with square bracket. And then here we can set for loop. Let me type first. And then for I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. And here we can display the data. E of I dot e number, E of I dot e name, E of I dot sal. Compilation, what is that? And yes, we have to declare variable I here. I. Yes, it is error free. Now I am executing this one. One DPU salary to XYZ salary 3 AAA salary 4 PP salary 5. Sorry, I have enter name as 7654. So salary also I have to enter in numeric. Into data. 1 DPU, then 2 XYZ. That output is not in proper format. So I have to display it in proper format. Use slash n here. And then again I'm changing 1 DPU salary 2 XYZ salary 3 ABC salary 4 BCA salary 5 PBSCA salary, and say this is the data. Any problem in input and output? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay. Now,
No, sir.
okay, let's write this program, then I will explain. Okay, write down this. Is it done?
Yes, sir.
I've done this also. Is it done? Hello, is it done? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, what is our question? We have to accept the details of 5 employees and we have to display it. Okay. Then here I have declared structure, no change in structure, only change in variable declaration. If you want to accept the details of one employee, then one variable we need of structure EMP. But here we have to take the details of 5 employee. So here we have to declare array of structure. If you want to accept the details of 5 employees, then size of that structure must be 5. Okay. Then see what is a change in declaration. What we are passing to that function. We are going to pass to the function this as array. What we are passing array. So here what I have written struct emp with square bracket. That means while calling this function, I am going to pass array to the function disp. इसका मीनिंग हो गया बिकॉज एरे क्यों बिकॉज हमें मोर देन वन वैल्यूज को पास करना है then here I have declared structure array with size 5. Then by using this for loop, I am accepting the details of 5 employees. Okay, this for loop will be executed 5 times and I am accepting the details of 5 employees in array E. कौन से array में हम accept कर रहे हैं array E में at 0th location we will get the details of first employee, at 1 location we will get the details of second employee, then 2, then 3, then 4, like this. Then after accepting the details of 5 employees in array E, what I am doing, I am passing that array to the function disp. ये array में हम 5 employee के detail accept कर रहे हैं, वही array हम this function को pass कर रहे हैं. और once किया, then यहाँ से हम array pass कर रहे हैं. Then for storing multiple values, we need arrays. Here array. Then यहाँ से array pass करें. Then the values from array E gets copied into the array EE. तो ई एरे में जितने सारा डेटा है वही डेटा ई एरे में कॉपी हो जाएगा एंड बाय यूजिंग दिस फॉर लूप हम क्या कर रहे हैं उस एरे में से डेटा क्या कर रहे हैं डिस्प्ले. एनी प्रॉब्लम?
No, sir. No, sir.
ओके. ये ई एरे में पूरा डेटा रहता है, वही एरे को इधर पास किया, इधर से एरे पास करे तो इधर एरे चाहिए, यहाँ से वेरिएबल पास करो तो यहाँ वेरिएबल चाहिए. नेम कैन बी डिफरेंट और कैन बी सेम, नो प्रॉब्लम. Okay, now my next question is write a C program. सेम प्रोग्राम लिखना है आपको, सिर्फ पर्टिकुलर एम्प्लॉय की डिटेल डिस्प्ले करनी है. राइट ए सी प्रोग्राम etc program to accept the details of n students, accept the details of n students, accept the details of n students, comma, display the details of particular employee, to display the details of particular employee. Particular student. Particular student. First, you have to accept the details of 5 student. लिखो. say change the question. Write C program to accept the details of 5 students. Okay, comma, and display the details of particular student. Okay, display the details of particular student. मीन्स व्हाट 5 स्टूडेंट की डिटेल आपको एक्सेप्ट करनी है, एरे में स्टोर करनी है, जैसे अभी हमने किया है. मेन प्रोग्राम में कोई चेंज नहीं होगा, यहाँ तक सेम रहेगा. Then we have to display the details of student. Particular student means what? We have to accept roll number from an user. User से roll number accept करो. वो roll number आपको इस array में search करना है. Suppose वो मिल जाता है, and then उसी student की detail सिर्फ आपको क्या करनी है? Display. That is my question. Display the details of particular student. That means we have to take roll number from an user. We have to search that roll number into the structure array, and if it is there, then we have to display the details of that student only. Okay, so start writing, start thinking. It is a very simple. Only one change is there. Printf /n entered e number for searching, and then scanf send the ampersand emp number, and then here we can search if emp number equal to ee of I dot e number. If this condition is true, then display the details of that employee. Otherwise, no. Then we can compile the application. We can execute the application. 1 ABC salary, 2 XYZ salary, 3 BCA, and then salary, 4 BCS, and then salary, 5 BBSCA, and then salary. Okay, then after that we can enter in number for searching. If I enter 3, then it will display the details of only third employee. See this one, like this. Such application you have to write. Any problem in output? Hello? See the
No, sir.
output?
No, sir.
Okay. Now see the program. Only one change is there. One employee number I am accepting from an user for searching, and that employee number I am searching in array. कौन से array में search कर रहा हूँ? E array में. E dot E of I dot E number. Then what is the value of I? Initial value of I 0. E of 0 dot E number. E of 1 dot E number. E of 2 dot E number. ऐसे वो search करेगा. जहाँ match होगा उसकी detail display होगी. Otherwise नहीं. So start writing. Okay, start writing. एक ही चेंज है उसमें, बाकी कुछ भी नहीं.